morning, students. I'm very happy to teach you my subject online, and I hope that you students are very fine. And as we are going to start our online classes, so before we start all the lessons, I want to introduce the complete lesson of the book or units of the book. So there are 5 units in English book, and in first unit we will study about environment, and in second unit we will study about sport, and in unit 3 we will study about awareness about health, and in fourth unit we will study about travel and tourism, and in fifth unit we will study about culture. So we are going to start the first unit, and that in first unit, as I already mentioned, that we are going to study about environment, and in each unit we will be studying 3 reading. And in first unit, in environment, in reading A we have the jamun tree, in reading B we have beautiful blue planet, and in reading C we have Salu Marada Ki Makka. So these are the lessons that we will be studying in the days to come or in following days. So as we are going to start the first reading, and that is first unit, and that is environment. And in first unit we are going to study the jamun tree, which is the first lesson of the book. So as we always, or as we often do, that before we start any lesson we write the new words, and we write the words meaning. We write the words meaning and we learn that in order to understand the lesson well. So today I am going to give you 10 words meaning, which will help you to understand the lesson, the jamun tree. So the first word meaning in context is, the first word is backyard meaning an area behind a house or a small garden. Second one is stately, meaning grand or massive. Third is cloud meaning trying to hold. And fourth one is sturdy meaning strong. And fifth one is Bihu, a popular festival in Assam. Number 6, naughty, full of knots. Number 7, gnarled, meaning swollen or large. Number 8 is sweltering, meaning extremely and uncomfortably hot in summer. Number 9, twirling, which means around. And number 10 is foliage, which number 10 word is foliage, which means leaves or branches. So these are the words, and I want you to learn these words meaning, which will help you understand the lesson well. As I already mentioned, that we are going to study the jamun tree, which is the first reading in first unit. So here are mainly 4 characters, and their names are Ricky, Lonak, Moonpi and Tinky. I want to repeat the name and want you to learn the names: Ricky, Lonak, Moonpi and Tinky. So the story is all about the jamun tree, but also there are mainly 4 characters: Ricky, Jonas, Moonpi and Tinky. So in the backyard of their house, means where Ricky, Jonas, Moonpi and Tinky they live, there stood a lovely jamun tree, and it was tall and stately, means a strong tree, and it was with dark green leaves and twirling branches. Twirling branches means round branches, and they claved into the sky. So the story is about jamun tree. So I told you that there were mainly 4 characters: Ricky, Jonas, Moonpi and Tinky, and in the backyard of their house, in back of their house, or an open area of their house, behind their house, there stood a lovely jamun tree, and it was behind their house, and it was tall and stately tree, and its leaves were dark and green, and its branches were twirling, means rounded, and it cleaved into the sky, means it touched, we can say it touched the sky. And here the children, this especially 4 children, Ricky, Jonas, Moonpi and Tinky, they used to go to this jamun tree, and they used to enjoy with the jamun tree, playing here or eating the fruit this tree. So this jamun tree was a source of joy to the children. So this jamun tree about which we are studying here, this was the source of joy to the children. And these children, they love to climb its knotty and gland. In Hindi we say गांठ, मतलब कुछ पेड़ों में गांठ होती है वो. So these children, especially these 4 children, Ricky, Jonak, Munfi and Tinky, they climbed onto this tree and onto the branches of this tree, and they also played hide and seek among the foliage, means among the leaves or branches. And these 4 children, they used to play during the sweltering summer months, means very hot summer months. And when after playing their games like hide and seek among the foliage, among the leaves and branches of the tree, after playing for a long time, these children, when they get tired, they used to have rest under this jamun tree. And during summer too, means during summer season, these children, they used to play the games. And in summer season, the fruits of this jamun tree was ripe, or we can say ripened. Ripened means बोल सकते हैं पका हुआ. And at first, before it was ripened, this jamun fruits, it appeared in tiny and it was unripe, and its color was green cluster, means green in bunch and in group. And gradually, means slowly, this small tiny unripe fruit swelled into juicy or in juice and changed its color into purple colored fruits. And then the branches of the tree drooped means laden with the weight of this their luscious burden of the fruit. And then the greatest joy of the children, of these 4 children, especially this Ricky, Jonak, Munfi and Tinky, was to play hide and seek and play several games under the tree, and also with among the green foliage or branches or leaves of the tree. And the greatest joy of the children was to eat the ripe jamun while sitting on the long and sturdy, means strong branches of the tree. And this tree bore means produced, we can say, so much fruits that the children, not only these 4 children, Ricky, Jonak, Munfi and Tinky, not only these children, but there were more children in their neighborhood. They also used to come to this jamun tree, and they used to drop the fruits from the jamun tree, and they could eat as much as they want. The backyard of the house always resounded, means high pitch of sound, shrill sound, we can say, high pitch of sound, we can say. It always resounded with the shrill cries of happy children. It happens usually when the children, they gather together, when they play any kinds of game or whatever they play, they make a shrill sound, high pitch of sound with happiness when while playing the games. As I told you that the jamun tree was the source of joy to the children. Not only these 4 children, Ricky, Jonak, Munfi and Tinky, they used to come to this jamun tree to eat the fruits of this jamun tree. And they used not only to come to this jamun tree to play. Not only these children, but the children from their neighborhood, they also come. They also used to come to the jamun tree to play several games like hide and seek, and they also used to enjoy and dropped the fruits of this jamun tree, and they used to eat as much as they could. And the backyard of the the house always resounded means sounded again and again with the cries of the happy children. And then it's also written, not only the children, but the syrupy sweetness of the jamuns invited the other visitors too. Means not only the children, but not only these children, especially Ruki Jonak Monpi and Tiki, not only the neighbors' children, but also there were other visitors, and they are a pair of squirrels. A pair of squirrels also used to come to this jamun tree to nibble at the fruit, and these squirrels, they used to live nearby bamboo groups, and then they used to come regularly to nibble at the fruits. And then this a pair of squirrel, that was the first visitor, and the second visitor was blue bottles. Means it is a kind of fly, and these flies also used to come, and they used to come flying on and settling down on the fruits and flowers of this jamun tree, and they used to drink nectars, means juice of the fruits or flowers of this jamun tree. So first visitor was a pair of squirrels, and this pair of squirrels, they used to live nearby bamboo groups. The second were beautiful blue bottles, means they were the flies, and third visitor was honeybees. And honeybees, we know about the honeybees that they are always busy, and it's also written who seem to be forever busy. So honeybees are forever or always busy, and they fill the air with their urgent buzzing, means they make the sound while flying, so that's called urgent buzzing. So first visitor was a pair of squirrels, second visitor was beautiful blue bottles, and third was honeybees, and fourth was ant. And ants, they arrived in great numbers, marching in a straight line to carry off the fruits that had fallen from the jamun tree onto the ground. So these are the four other visitors who also used to come to this jamun tree to eat or nibble or to suck the nectars from the jamun tree. So I would like to mention again the four visitors. The first was a pair of squirrels who live nearby bamboo groups, and second were beautiful blue bottles, and third honeybees, and fourth ants. And ants, they used to come to this jamun tree in great number, marching in a straight line, and they used to come to this jamun tree only to eat and to carry away the fallen jamun which was fallen onto the ground. And these children, whoever, especially four, but these children, they used to spend many hours playing and watching these other visitors onto the jamun tree or under the jamun tree. And when these children, they see the ants marching in a straight line and carrying away the fruits which had fallen onto the ground, they were marveled. Means they were surprised at the discipline with which these hardly little creatures, means small little creatures, and they used to toil and carry loads many times their own weight. Means these were the small creature, and they were so small, but they were so disciplined, and they marched or they walked in a straight line, and they followed all the discipline. Being as a small creature, they followed the rules and discipline. And when the children, they saw the discipline of this little creature, and they were hard working also, because they were carrying the weight which was much and many times of their own weight. So when these children, they saw these creatures, they were so surprised, or they were so marveled. But the visitors that the children loved most were the birds. Means these children, they liked mostly the birds. So here are some names of the birds, and they are squabbling magpies. What is squabbling magpies? It is a kind of bird, and it is black and white with a long tail and noisy cry bird. And second bird was chirping sparrow, that we call gauraya. And third was squawking parrots, and these are the commonest birds which used to visit this jamun tree. So I want to mention again: squabbling magpies, this is a kind of bird. Second one, chirping sparrow, and then third one is squawking parrots. So magpies, sparrows and parrots, these were the commonest birds which used to visit the jamun tree. And Ricky Jonak, both of them, Ricky and Jonak, both of them built a bird bath, and their sisters, they filled this bird bath with water. So Ricky and Jonak, both of them, they built bird bath, and the sisters Monpi and Tinky, both of them, they filled this bird bath with water. And the birds which used to come, especially magpies, sparrows and parrots, who used to come to this jamun tree, they used to enjoy their bath splashing. Splashing means just scattering away the water in the cool water in the air. So these were the visitors, commonest visitors, which the children loved to have them in the jamun tree. And the month was January. So this was the month of January, and the Bihu festival was approaching. It is a kind of it is a festival. In our area, we know it as Holi or Holika Dahan. Not Holi, but we know it as Holika Dahan. So this was the month of January. So the Bihu festival was approaching, means it was near. And when Bihu festival was approaching, so during this festival, we know that everyone enjoy the festival. There used to be merriment, means enjoyment, and they enjoy and they eat, and they used to, all of them used to be happy. So we know about this festival that each household, or we can say every house, in every house they would build a meji. What is meji? Meji is a pile of firewood stacked neatly together. Means it is a meji is a pile of firewood. Means firewood is collected and made a shape. So, and it is collected neatly together in a neat place. So that's called a meji. So meji is a pile of firewood and is stacked or collected together on a place. So this was the month of January, and the Bihu festival was approaching. It was time to enjoy the festival, and each of the house, they used to have the meji, and this was collected together in a neat place in their backyard especially. And on the first morning of the festival, they used to alight, or they used to set fire to this meji, and they invoke the blessings of, or they get the blessings of Agni, which we know as the fire god. So we know that each of the house, they collected the meji and they enjoy burning these, and in the first day or in the early morning of that day, they used to burn this meji, and they believe that they will, by doing this, they will get the blessings of Agni Dev, which we know as the fire god. So this is what is about jamun tree up to now, and then we'll study rest of the lesson.